Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a minute since I made something for fun. Lately I've been feeling a little burnt out from making inventory for my small business. So today I thought I'd give myself a break to sew a cute girly spring dress made from a vintage bedsheet. I'm going to be testing out a new design, which is super exciting for me because I get to make something I haven't made before. So grab a drink, get cozy, and let's make something pretty. So here's a look at the design. Basically, it's a midi dress with a Peter Pan collar. It has some trim around the collar with pin tucks in the center front with fake buttons, and then a flowy skirt, two side pockets, and a center back zipper with short sleeves. So basically, I had this trim that kind of inspired the design in my stash that would be perfect for around the collar. I also have these vintage buttons that were in my stash as well that kind of ties together with the trim. I may or may not use this just because it might be too much. We'll see at the very end if I'll end up using this. But basically I wanted a cute, fun dress that's a little more conservative that I could maybe wear to church or a picnic, you know? So I wanted something in that realm, but still be a little fun and flirty and all that. So I already drafted the pattern. I basically took bits and pieces of past styles I've already made and drafted this pattern. And then I sewed a fit sample. For me, it's very important to always sew a fit sample since I work with one-of-a-kind materials. So once you cut it, it's out. You can't go back and fix it or buy more. So I always make a fit sample. So I made it out of this fabric that I just have a bunch of. I got it at Goodwill bins. It was gonna be in the trash. So I use it for fit samples. It smells like mothballs. It's not really that great anyways to begin with. So I use it to draft out new styles and all that. This is an important step because I wanna make sure the design lines fit at a certain point on my body, and then it also helps me practice the construction a little bit. So as you can see, I folded up the sleeve since it was too long, so I shortened the sleeve, and then it also helps me draw out any design in the body here. I drew out all the pin tucks. I just know what the end result will look like, and then I also practiced one of the pocket constructions because, you know, I forgot how to do it. So, you know, stuff like that is always nice to do a fit sample with. And then, you know, I get to practice my zipper in the back, which I'm gonna do a lap zipper instead of a center back zipper because the zipper color I ended up purchasing isn't exact match to the main fabric. So just a little bit different construction in the back, but other than that, the fit is great, the length is great, so I'm happy with this fit sample. So I went ahead and already fixed the pattern according to the fit sample. So let's cut the fabric next. This is the fabric I'll be using for this project. It's a vintage bed sheet I bought a while ago at a flea market. I don't remember which one, but it's been in my stash for a minute, so I'm really happy to be using it for this project, and there's plenty of it so I could save it for something else later on. And the other day when I bought my other supplies, I went ahead and bought the lining. It needs to be lined since the bed sheet's a little thin. And the last thing I'll be cutting out is the interfacing, which I already have in my stash. So I have everything ready to go to cut, but before I do, I'm gonna iron it out, making sure everything's wrinkle free. Also, since this is vintage, while I'm ironing, I'll spot out any imperfections or if there's any like holes or damages because, you know, it's vintage, so some of that stuff happens. I'm making sure to avoid those areas when I do cut. Other than that, I don't have to match the pattern since it's an all over print, so there's no need to match the pattern. So cutting will be much faster this time since I'm not trying to match all the side seams. I'm gonna go ahead and iron this out and then cut next. So I went ahead and already cut my interfacing pieces, and I'm just gonna iron them on while I touch on Burnout a little bit. So it's kind of nice resetting myself with this project for fun, because I kind of burnt myself out a little bit on my last market I just did. Whenever I prep for a market, I go super hard, and I could go days without even leaving the house to just get enough done for these types of markets. I kind of just get in the zone, and it's very pleasurable. I have a really good time doing all that. That's why I could kind of keep doing it. But I get to a point where, you know, the pace is very not sustainable for me. So that's why I'm kind of like dipping my feet in other things, just to see, you know, what kind of path I could take with this kind of passion focused kind of lifestyle business. One day have a family. So I kind of want to set myself up where I'm able to work from home, raise some kids, that type of thing. So I'm not trying to grow a huge brand where I have like multiple employees, where I have to like go to an office, and I already did all that, and that works for people, and I not no shade to any of those people that want to do that, but I think I'm just kind of beyond that point, just this stage of life for me. I'm a little older now, and you know, I already worked in the fashion industry for like 13 plus years. So I kind of did that life. That's how I kind of found this industry, where it's just kind of like, it's kind of a little bit cottage in a sense. Like we're hand making things and selling them, and people support it, which is like amazing. It's better than, you know, shopping at fast fashion. That means people actually appreciate handmade goods, well quality, like high quality goods. So that's just kind of like where I'm at right now. I kind of, I touched on it on the vlog I just did, kind of, you know, like, yes, I could make money, but is it super sustainable in the long run? We'll see. But, you know, I'm trying to take it easy for this project, just have fun with it. I'm taking my time sewing, like there's no pressure. I could go take a break right now if I wanted to. Initially, I wanted to get this done for Easter. I called it my Easter dress at first, but Easter is actually tomorrow, so not gonna get that done. So I kind of renamed it Spring Dress to keep it, you know, no pressure. But yeah, that's my little rant on Burnout. I'm back to it today. I took a little break for Easter yesterday, but today I'm just kind of eased into my workday by taking a nice little walk in the morning. I've been kind of intentionally slowing it down, because I have the tendency to go super hard and just kind of go and not really just slow down and reflect. That's kind of my problem. So I'm intentionally slowing it down with this project. So I have a fresh new mind this morning. I have fresh washed hair, and I have a game plan for this dress. I'm going to strategically, you know, sew things before I insert the zipper. So I'm gonna do the front whole body, then the whole back whole body, and then put the zipper in. And the rest of the body should go by quickly. Yeah, excited to sew with you all day on this sunny Monday. I just inserted all the darts in the skirt portion of the dress and also on the lining, and I'm just ironing all the darts towards the center, either center front or center back. That's just the way I've been taught. I learned it in school, and I just keep it consistent. So on the topic of taking a break and slowing down, I've been kind of daydreaming about summer vacation. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited maybe to take a little more longer break during the summer. I haven't signed up for any markets during the summer. Just in the beginning of June is my kind of last market before like hot summer, and then I'll ramp it back up for a holiday. I didn't really sign up for anything, so I'm thinking maybe I might do some domestic traveling during the summer, maybe do like a little road trip sourcing situation. I can make content during the summer. And then I was thinking for my birthday, doing some international traveling. I really want to go to Scotland and Ireland. Never been there. I've been to the UK before, London. We'll see. My birthday is in August, but I don't like traveling during peak travel season, so I might offset it by a month and maybe go in September instead. It could be more like chill and relaxing. And September is kind of the perfect time for me because it's right before I ramp things up for holiday season. So I'm just kind of daydreaming about that. I keep an eye on tickets and seeing how it goes. And honestly, I like traveling in the fall too. It's nice, you know, the weather is a little cooler and the foliage. So I thought that Scotland and Ireland might be like a really pretty, and they're historic places, and it just might re-inspire me. I'm a big travel fan. I've been traveling, actually doing a lot of solo travel for a really long time. So I do this for myself every once in a while just to re-inspire me and spark joy and all those things. But what are your summer plans? Anywhere cool that you're heading out to? Let me know in the comments. It's day 2 of sewing, and I've been really feeling these walks I've been taking in the morning. It's just a nice way to start my work day, and it just lowers my cortisol, and it just really helps me connect with myself and just start off the day in a very intentional way. So that's been really nice that I've been doing for myself and hope to continue throughout the week. So to recap for the other day, I did assemble the whole front body here, including the pin tucks there, and then I assembled the whole back body, and now I'm at the point where I'm at the zipper point, which I'll do this morning, and then I'll probably have time for pockets, hopefully the collar, and the sleeve, and everything else is really easy. So once I get the zipper done and then the collar, it's pretty smooth sailing, I think, after that. But I'm just gonna start with those 2 big tasks and then go from there. But it's been a really nice, relaxing sewing journey this time. I'm making myself just slow down, be intentional throughout this whole process. Let's have another slow, relaxing sewing day. Zipper is all inserted. I decided on the lap zipper because my zipper color is not exact to this yellow, so I wanted to hide it. But the construction for a lap zipper is super easy. It's really hard to mess up, so I'm happy about the zipper. And now I'm just gonna put together the rest of the body. We'll see how far I could go. I only have a couple hours until I have to meet a friend in a little bit. My work day is cut a little bit short, no pressure, but we'll see how far I could go today. I'm ready to wrap things up for this final day of sewing. I kind of been dragging this project kind of longer than expected, but that's okay. I was able to sew on all the pockets the other day and the side seam, and pretty much the lining is assembled, except I left the center back free and the side seams free, just so it's easier to navigate when I'm attaching it to the body, the main part here. And today I'm gonna tackle the collars, and it should be pretty easy. I'm gonna pre-stitch the trim down down first and then making sure to give it a good press and clip and maybe take out some of the bulk on the super curvy parts. But other than that, I don't think it'll be that challenging. And once the collar is attached, I can finally sandwich the lining into it and then wrap it up with the hemming and all that. So I plan to wrap it up today. It's been really nice just contemplating my next steps I want to do with my small business and just like what I'm doing in general in this field that I'm in. It's going to be a long progress to kind of navigate which directions I want to take, but I am excited. You got to start somewhere. So we'll see what this stuff leads me to, but I plan to continue, with the content and the small business. Maybe if it's on just a super small scale. It's already on a super small scale, but maybe take it back a lot and probably let go of the in-person markets and just focus more on maybe special commission pieces and maybe just focus on patterns and content and things like that. We'll see. But after this project, I'll probably have to ramp things up with inventory again because I have one in early June. So I want to leave myself a month-ish to like make stuff for that market. And yeah, so excited to wrap things up today. So let's get going with the collar and get this dress finished today. I thought I was finished, but I'm not. I'm at the end of the dress basically, and I was contemplating whether or not to add these buttons. When I was looking at them, they're a little too heavy for fake buttons because the placket in the front is not functional. So these kind of have like a tall shank in the back, so they kind of flap around and it won't look good. It would be too heavy. So I went in my stash to look for different like more daintier buttons, and I found these like flatter shell buttons. I believe they're vintage. I probably I have just tons of things in my stash, so I'm gonna go with these. They're smaller, cuter, they go with the vibe of the dress, and also I might fix the sleeves. They're not as cute as I thought it would be. I thought like just like a short length would look good, but it doesn't fit the vibe of the dress, so I'm gonna trim it and make it more of like a cap sleeve. I think that was my initial design in the beginning, but then I was like, oh, maybe I want to be a little more, I don't know, covered up or something, but it just doesn't look cute. So I'm gonna fix the sleeve, add the buttons, and then I should be done with the dress. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this gives you inspiration for your next project. If you want to see this design as a digital pattern, please comment below, and please subscribe for more sewing content, tutorials, and upcycling ideas. And if you want to see what I'm currently making, please follow me on my socials. And if you want to support me directly, I do have a website with unique fashion and digital patterns. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.